What's up, guys? I'm Captain Mike. Welcome back to my rigging station, guys. We took it out on the boat today. We're out at the dock here, just a beautiful afternoon. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about trolling rods. I got a lot to talk about. Let's get right to it. Selecting trolling rods, okay? Could be a daunting task. So many different sticks out there. You know, you guys know I fish Chaos, but this isn't about the brand. It's about why, how, the different, you know, little details that make all of the difference when you're out on the water. So listen, here in Florida, what are we primarily trolling for, right? Let's be honest with each other. King mackerel, blackfin tuna, sailfish, dolphin, of course wahoo, right? But that makes it up. Yeah, there's some blue marlin fishing, but that's on a very limited basis. There's some lighter tackle stuff, trolling spoons and plugs for everything from tarpon to Spanish mackerel, and certainly you can do it all. But we're really talking about that, you know, majority of the fisheries that you and I do, certainly across the Florida Keys here and really around the entire state of Florida, okay? Understand that trolling rods, look, you got to keep it light, you got to keep it sensitive, you got to keep it balanced if you want to be effective out on the water. That's what it all boils down to, all right? And it's all in the details, and every detail has a good reason. Look, most of the stuff that we're doing is on the lighter side. I'm going to turn to a Chaos KC 15 to 30. It's a 7-foot rod. Guys, I've talked about this rod so many times, but we use it trolling so much. Light tackle, 20-pound diamond line, okay, high vis, very easy to see. Look, if you have one bait out there, not a big deal. You have 6 baits out there, could be really challenging to really track each bait, each lure. So that high vis orange crush diamond line makes a huge difference, okay? 7-foot rod, incredibly light. I don't care what kind of conventional reel you use, as long as it has plenty of line capacity, smooth drag system, and that you're comfortable with it. There's so many options out there. It's a Talica 16. This is, you know, again, a set of outfits that we kite fish with, we flatline, we snapper fish, sailfish, and even a lot of light duty trolling, blackfin, skipjacks, bonitas, dolphin, king mackerel, and certainly we've caught our fair share of sailfish on these outfits trolling as well. So this is an absolute must-have across the board in your arsenal. Outfits like this, you've got to have them, you know, and you can use them in so many different ways. They're so versatile. You're not just stuck to trolling. And understand too, when we're talking about trolling rods, let's talk about the length of the rod for a moment. Look, it's not about casting distance. It's not about accuracy or anything like that. It's about power. So shorter rods, 6 foot 6'6", is typically absolutely ideal for trolling purposes. In that particular case, I showed you that rod was 7 foot because it's just so versatile. You can use it, but to pull small baits, you know, little feathers, things to that nature. If you're gonna bump it up to, you know, a bigger skirted lure like that Zack Attack right there, I'm gonna bump up my tackle. Again, all balanced. Chaos 30 to 50 pound class, blank, 6'6" rod, no roller guides. Got a really cool Winthrop aluminum butt with the gimbal right there, aluminum reel seat, Tiagra 20 loaded with 30-pound diamond line. It's the next step up. Everybody loves fishing the gold, that's for sure. It's a lot of fun, and there practically isn't a fish in the ocean that you couldn't whip with that particular outfit. So that's a must in your arsenal also. Those are the two main classes, 20-pound, 30-pound, and often interchangeable. If all I have is this, great, this is what I'm going to troll with. If all I have is that, great, I'm going to do it. I trust my line, I trust my connections, and I know I'm going to stand a fair chance about, you know, against just about anything. Next step up, Wahoo. Guys, you know I'm an avid Wahoo fan, my absolute favorite. So the next step up is a Tiagra 30 on a Rodzilla rated for 60 to 130. Seems like a pretty heavy butt, but it's not a heavy rod, and you need something with some beef. You're pulling big lures. This is an outfit that I'll use to pull my deep diving plugs, but I'll also use it to pull trolling leads and, you know, a spread of high-speed lures. And you know the tension and the pressure being put on those rods. So you need something that can withstand that. The Bigfoot guides, so any wind-ons, any line-to-line connections can easily slip through those guides right there. Really, really nice feature. The Winthrop adjustable butt, a must. I'm telling you, these Winthrop butts, both this class and the T10 position ones that move into 10 different positions on the sword outfits, They're game changers. They're game changers when it comes to big game, offshore, and trolling. You know, all of those kind of fisheries, the Winthrop butts really make a huge difference. The line, so we had, remember, 20-pound mono, 30-pound mono, both high vis. Wahoo outfits loaded 65-pound braid. A lot more line capacity, much stronger. Top shot of 100-pound diamond line in the clear, all right, never tying the braid directly to the lure. Always have a top shot right there for elasticity. But these three classes of trolling outfits are gonna completely keep me covered up no matter where I'm fishing around Florida in nearly any venue, any offshore venue, okay? Certainly there are times, look, there's guys who are fishing 80 wides out of chairs, all right? You know, that's a whole different fishery, really, really unique. We're not targeting 800-pound, you know, marlin off the Azores somewhere. That's not it. We're looking for a gaffer dolphin, and we would be happy, for the love of God. So keep that in mind. Now, you got to keep it light. You got to keep it sensitive. Your lures are going to breathe better. They're going to be presented better. You're going to absolutely catch more fish. Everybody on the boat is going to be more comfortable, more involved, because they're not battling the tackle all day, but they're battling the fish. And remember that. You don't want to fight the gear. If it's too heavy, too unbalanced, your lures aren't going to track properly. You're not going to get bit as often. So keep it lighter, but make sure that you really focus on those connections, all of your line-to-line connections, may it be, you know, splices or blood knots or Alberto knots, whatever it is, make sure they're perfect. Make sure your diamond line is fresh all of the time. You don't have to empty the spool and re-spool, but always, you know, make sure very often put a fresh 100 yards, 200 yards up on top for whatever it is that you're doing, 300 yards, okay? Keep that top shot fresh. And that's it, dude. I'm telling you guys, look, do it right, keep it light, and at the end of the day, you're just gonna have an all-around, much more effective fishery. I don't care if you're here on the East Coast, if you're here in the Keys with me right now, if you're on the West Coast, I don't care what kind of boat you're fishing, if you're offshore trolling, I can't stress it, those three classes of outfits are going to keep you covered. That's it. Do it right, stay tight. I'll see you on the water.